So I want to talk about sense-making triangles, which is a concept that came from Dave Snowden and Cynefin that I've been using a lot in my work lately that I think is very useful and very powerful. So here's an example of what this looks like. So with sense-making triangles, we might ask a team a question. Say here, it's about managing risk. And we give them three options on three different ends of the triangle. We have delivery risk, market risk, and technology risk. And so using dots, like a sticky dot voting, that people put their dots on the triangle where they think that their organization is doing a good job. And from this, we can collect a lot of information and see that the organization or team may be doing a really good job of managing the delivery and technology risk, but clearly it's lacking in its ability to manage market risk. And so with this, we can simply ask the question of the team, is this where you want to be? And from there, we may have some discussions about what we can do as a group and as coaches to help shift an organization to better manage market risk. This can look like, for example, if we're looking at market risk, could be to introduce jobs to be done, or the idea of problem solution fit and validating it. So these triangles are powerful because they get over one problem that I faced in the past, where we may ask a series of questions in a survey where there's a very clear incorrect answer and a very clear correct answer, such as, is Agile good or bad? Should you do MVP and iterative releases, or should you do big batch releases? And so those questions are all going to come back with a lot of right answers, because anybody who takes them knows what we as the people who have designed the survey expect them to answer. And with these triangles, the idea is people have to make trade-offs. There's three positive options at each end of the triangle, and they have to then, if they want to answer one way, obviously they're signaling that the other two are a bit weaker. So this makes the information we gather much richer. And there's a lot of different ways that we can use these triangles, which I have been using. So we can look at product management. And we can ask about delivery capability. We can ask about demand shaping. We could also look at delivery. And we can ask about predictability, thin slicing, using Monte Carlo, or even teams and team structure. So we might get into team's purpose and direction, team context and environment, and have triangles designed for each one of these sort of sections for the groups that we're interested. And the purpose, again, is that once we see these triangles, we can ask this golden question, is this where you want to be? And then as coaches, introduce new interventions to help move them to a new position. Thank you very much. I hope that was helpful.